Hi, entrepreneurs. Today we're going to cover strategy. I had covered it about a week ago, but we couldn't actually record it properly. So I thought, let me do another rerun and try to see. But I also wanted to understand that generally, if you do not have a strategy, you generally will get stop and not actually be able to focus on what things that you need to work on and deliver on. So you need to have a strategy, because a strategy is going to kind of help you with the direction, help you with your performance, help you with your productivity, but also help you to start delegating certain things, also deciding which product to take or not to take. So a strategy can help you a lot in being clear about what you want and how you actually intend to get it. So I hope you enjoy the program for today. We will download it on YouTube, and also we'll share the details. Please share it if you have learned something, make comments. If you haven't, let us know so that we can improve. Thank you so much. I will then start and share the content of what we are covering for today. Okay, so this, as I said earlier, was a webinar for month of Feb. We had not recorded it properly. As a result, we ended up have to actually put this through. But this is way better, because then I'm not dealing with any other people around me. So I hope you enjoy. Please go ahead. So it's a simplified strategy. It's about getting you to understand what are the basic things that you need to have in your strategy. And my slides is actually not working. Okay, there we go. Great. Okay, so strategy development, execution, and monitoring of your strategy. We will cover all of this. So for today, we're going to cover 5 topics or 5 key areas. Understand what is a strategy, how does it work, why does a person need to have it so that they can master life. Now, how does a strategy get to be linked to your dreams and goals? 30 indicators that might actually highlight that you do need a strategy. Also assessing your identity, the core competency, so that you are able to see if the strategies that and the goals that you have can actually be met based on the skill set and the capacity that you have. Also define what should be the structure that you have, including the function, and then develop a strategy, conduct your situation analysis. So developing of a strategy is a process. Obviously, you'll do the conduct of the situation, design a strategy at least for the next 12 months, and then set up and monitor the process, including the replanning of the new year. So let's run to it. What is a strategy? How does it work? And why any person must actually know how to actually deal with the strategy so that they can master their lives. A strategy is generally defined as a company high-level plan for reaching a specific objective. Therefore, there must be a specific objective that you want to pursue. In this case, let's just say it's a goal, so that it also helps you to be very clear. So it's almost like you're saying, you know what, I have a goal to actually go to America. Okay, what do I need? I need a passport because I will actually fly. Or I need, so a strategy is almost like you have a destination, i.e. this is going to America, but you then have to list down the things that you need to get into America. And then you start pushing those through. So whatever that is, that will be your goal. Then for you to achieve that goal, you must have a high-level plan that help you to achieve that goal. That's a strategy. The strategy provides direction, as I said earlier, to meet the vision. You see, on basis of the vision, it's also about your destiny. It's also about your purpose. It's also about you using a strategy to help you figure out how to maximize in life, how to make sure that you maximize your resources and you use the best resources you have and the best networks you have to achieve your goal. It also helps you to decide to say yes or no to things. I mean, as entrepreneurs, we usually given opportunities or see opportunities, but when you have a strategy and you've written down the strategy, you're way less prompt to actually attempt to do things that are not on a plan. You also don't waste time finding out on things, because those things you know they won't let you to meet your objective. And also you will have a loss in productivity. So what are those 13 signs that indicate you do need a strategy? Maybe in other instances you've set the goals, but you never had a measurable outcomes or objectives. You had goals, but no plans on how you're going to achieve those goals, and you get bored, you get lost as to what is happening day in, day out, i.e. your day is not planned according to your goals and the things that you need to do. Business direction not clear, you get yourself confused, i.e. you're attempting way too many things, not optimizing the resources that you currently have, no niche, lack of focus, as I said, today I'm doing this, tomorrow I'm doing something else, lack of coherent plans to achieve results or goals, no set structures to manage performance, low productivity. Today you're doing well, tomorrow, so it's more about your mood. Not clear exactly what influence your market also does indicate that you do need a strategy and how to respond to it. And that is because maybe you have not taken time to analyze what is really happening in your market. You forget the reason for existence also and purpose, because there's nothing that is actually guiding you in decision making. No clear growth plan, and you are confused you confuse yourself and your partners and people around you, including your employees, as to what exactly do you do, how do you do it, and what is it that you don't do, why is that? Okay, so step one, I hope you can identify with any of those. And if you don't, and you just maybe stay put, let's have a look. I won't take long. Maybe you might learn one thing or two, even if you might have then those things not indicating that you actually need or do not apply to you. So a strategy process. You start by being very clear as to what is it that you actually want. You review your vision and your mission and your core values. In our full day workshop, we give you questions that relate to vision and mission and core values, so that they enable you to be able to answer those for you to create your own. Once you have done that, you come up with something as cute as this. I like this, where vision and values and mission, they're all put together. And something like this also you can do, because a vision at the end of the day is higher level than a mission, and the core values is how we're going to live up to the mission and the vision, how we're going to behave. Step number 2, you then assess and identify your core competence. What are we good at? What are the things that we excel in, and why do we excel in those things? And how can we position ourselves in the market so that we are relevant to the competitive, in relation to the competitive position? But also we have something that is difficult to imitate, and this gives us a new market, a new way of doing things. And the core competence, it does not need to just be business skills. It needs to be interpersonal skills. It also needs to be personal skills. So do not only just focus on business skills. You have to be an all-rounder when it comes to this. Once you know what you're really good at, then you start building a structure that will support your core competence. And that leads to you developing a structure. For small businesses, for me, this is the best way of actually structuring your business. Administration, you will have human resources, office admin, which include reception, IT, legal, and finance. So 5 things. Again, business development, you will have sales, marketing, public relations, customer service and relations, and then you'll have stakeholder relations. Operations, service delivery, product delivery, research and development, product and service development. Then step 3, you now are reviewing or designing your business model. Business model is something that looks like this. Basically, you answer questions again about who are your partners, what activities, what's your value proposition, what's the customer relation, what's the customer segment, what are the key resources, what are the channels that the customers you're going to reach are actually in, and what structure do you have of course, and what are the revenue streams or revenue structures. We also call this revenue models. So you then work it out, because that is where you're going to put in how this business is almost a business model. A business model canvas is almost like a one-page business plan of what and how and who and where you're going to make the money and how you're going to make up the money. Okay. Step number 4, you identify key factors that drive your industry and markets. And within that, you use several tools. One of the tools that you can use is PESTEL, and where you look at political, economical, social, and technology, and environment, and legal. And again, we use the same methodology. You put in the questions. Already there we have political, economic, social, and technological. And those are the questions you'll ask. You can add legal and also environment in your environment again. So once you've done your PESTEL, you then use a PESTEL to complete a SWOT analysis, i.e., out of the items, factors that you picked up on PESTEL, which one gives you strength? Which one gives you weaknesses? Which one provides opportunity for you? Which one is actually providing or indicating that there's threats in your environment? And once you have completed those, and by the way, again, when we are running the one full day workshop, we include about 48 questions that help you to refine your strength, your weaknesses, and the opportunities and the threats, so that you leave nothing on the table. You're making sure that you're managing, you're clear why is that thing is your strength, how you're going to capitalize on it, and what is that's an opportunity, and how you're going to capitalize on it. So what do you do with the SWOT analysis? You take your strength, you update your company profile, you create it as part of your proposal templates. Basically, this is the part where why us? Why should the client choose you or put you in a position to be in front of them to prove to them that you deserve this contract, or they should use your solutions because that is your strength. What are you good at? That's why your strength is always looking at how are you doing things different than anyone in the market, and what is your management competence and capabilities. Then you take the W for weakness to then prepare a personal development plan where you're going to be spending a minimum of 1 hour to 2 hours or 10 pages a day to develop yourself on working on that. Opportunities you use to create the strategies to go to the market. And threats, you put them on your risk management, and you also figure out the way of turning those to be your unique selling proposition. The step 6, you develop a strategic objectives on opportunities from the identified SWOT analysis that you have done. And you use a tool which we call it Balance Scorecard that will highlight the strategic objectives based on the measures on 5 the targets and initiatives. And Balance Scorecard only look at 4 aspects of the business. It looks on financial perspective, consumer, and processes. And processes is generally also called what is the other way for processes? Oh, my internal business. And then organizational capacity is learning and growth. Okay. So in balance scorecard, that is how it should generally look. You'll have an objective, measure, targets, and initiative. Initiative can be project and things that you intend to do within that specific area. As I said, it's for perspective. This is just one of more example. Maybe let's just say in financial, you want to have better financial performance. Then what you're going to have as a key performance indicator is return on investment operating margin, i.e. your sales minus cost of sales will give you what? The operating cost of sales, which is gross profit margin. But after operational expenses, that will give you what? Operating margin. So we might actually have something different there where maybe the focus is improve working capital. So the key performance indicator there will be maybe customers less than 60 days, suppliers maybe less than 60 days, then stock less than 30 days. So you already can actually map your focus area to the KPIs. Customer satisfaction, maybe that's one of the things, or customer retention. Again, if it's customer retention, maybe things you can have there is to have, we're doing customer survey, we're gonna follow up on customers that have not ordered, and we wanna make sure that customers come 3-4 times to buy from us, and so on. So depending on how and what you're actually gonna be doing, that is how you will actually build up. Internal processes, as I say, is focusing mainly on making sure that your internal business, your processes, you're excelling in processes. It's about business efficiency and effectiveness. So what are our costs, what are the new product, what is technology that we can bring in, and so on. But then to be clear, what is gonna be our measure, what is gonna be our key performance indicator. Maybe it might just say the launching of the product. Maybe last year you took 12 months. This time you're saying, you know what, we want to launch a product within 6 months. So that is improving the efficiency and effectiveness. Now, the organizational capacity is about knowledge and innovation. Again, when it's knowledge, do you have created maybe a portal? How this portal is being used and updated, so the number of people that are using it and so on. If it's innovation, the number of ideas and so on. So you can have different things depending on what is it that you're gonna do within that perspective and how you're gonna actually measure. In the full day workshop that we provide, we have more than 48 key performance indicators based on the focus in each perspective on the balance scorecard, so that we can help you to make sure that for each focus that you have put as your requirement, there is a specific key performance indicator that you're going to be looking at on monthly basis, weekly basis, and quarterly, so that you can see, am I achieving my strategy or am I not? Once you are done, you will then, bam, you have your one-page strategy that you are actually gonna be using. One page, nothing less. But to get to this one page, you will have done quite a bit of work, quite a lot of research to get into here. But what I love about this template and this way of looking at things, and I don't have to go through a lot of documents, and you can read this every day just to keep your mind focused. You can use this as your way of actually focusing on what needs to be done, encouraging your team, following up on your team, and focusing on the targets and working and changing things so that you are meeting your the things that you wanted to achieve, including your goals. The last step in the strategy process is basically about setting and monitoring the evaluation of the strategy. And generally, you, as you saw in this one page, the targets are broken into a year, but you will have to take this and break them down into quarterly so that it allows you to be able to monitor over a period. It's not just at an annually level. So you still have to take that and bring it down to quarterly and find other tools to measure how you're going to do that. So for example, maybe let's just say for working capital example that I mentioned earlier, you could look at things like what is our age analysis, how is our reporting, set up alerts so that you are able to see things quicker as they are actually happening. You can set up, you also will need to set up monthly reporting and also set up quarterly reporting to the board or accountability board. In other areas, it could be a group, mastermind group that you have. So whichever structure you're using, but the point is you have to have a structure. And those who are interested in having an accountability board, please send through your details to our office. I will leave our website and our contact details so that you can just send us your request, and then we'll see how we actually can assist you so that we can review the documents for you, able to help you to set up a right strategy. But you're also going to do a lot of work. You're going to do a lot of work to prepare for this so that it allows you to be able to measure and build up your performance. And as I said earlier, strategy is a process. It takes time. You need to review it regularly. You need to check what is going well, what is not going well, so that you are able to change certain things. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed our session. We will be available for any questions. Please check again on below for the details. We will also post this on YouTube and also on Facebook for you to revise and go through it. And if you do need support, come to our webinars and also come to our one-day workshop where we cover in more detail and we provide more examples so that you can be able to apply this. And I know I go quite fast, but we need to start somewhere. We need to have a framework first. So this presentation, I hope, has helped you to have a framework of what is it that you actually need to know and understand. And let me go again through the things that we will cover on our day workshop. Let me just go through it. 1 second. And I think mostly if at least you listen to this and you go through it and start working on it, so that even when you do a one-day workshop, at least you have done some sort of a preparation. Because what it does, then it allows you to ask questions relating to your area or relating to your business. Because again, there is so many tools. Here in the strategy session, we have used, I think, about 4 or 5 tools, 5 tools actually, 5 tools, because we use balance scorecard, Pestle, SWOT analysis. We are using Canvas model. I think we also are using certain matrices and case studies, and performance reviews in management. So we're mixing quite a lot of different tools, which generally people do not. So because we also view that those tools simplify and make strategy so much easier to actually understand and manage. And I'm gonna share this document for strategy so that we can just go through it. You will be able to develop your business strategy in a practical term and on how your business will earn revenue and margins and how you're going to build up a growth in your business. We are of a view that it will solve all those problems once you have set this, because you're now going to have a growth plan. You will do some preparation work, which you will need to actually provide, including Pestle, SWOT analysis, skills assessment, industry research. We provide you, though, with questions and tools for you to be able to answer those and pull it out. At the end of the day, our learning objectives, we will use, as I said, several tools, and we'll share those tools with you. And it's quite a bit of things. That is why we thought a one day would be way better. But at the end of the day, you're going to come up with something that is tangible, that you can be able to actually look at and share with your partners, share it with people that you work with, so that your strategy is actually concrete. But again, it's a process. Every quarter you relook at it until you have actually figured out the best way of running your business. And that is the content of our workshop on that one day, those learning objectives that we covered some of it. And it's very easy. It's just more about how then do you implement this and take it to your business regularly and build up on it consistently. And you might not get it right the first time, but practice makes it perfect. So I hope you enjoyed our revision on this webinar that we had for today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for giving this a shot. I hope it makes sense. God bless. Thank you.